So the people of South Africa, yeah, I want you guys to listen and listen real good. You know, I always like to be on the positive side. That's where I love to be. On the positive side. Now, you guys woke up one morning and decided to tell other African immigrants to go, to leave South Africa. You know, so we try to understand your reasons. And you guys have to state that your reasons being that foreign immigrants, African immigrants are taking over your jobs. Secondly, you guys said that Nigerians are selling drugs to your people. And, you know, when I saw the videos, about everything happening in South Africa, I had to understand one thing. South Africa has a government that supersedes over the people, that governs the people. And drugs is a very bad thing in every society. In every society, drug is absolutely bad. In fact, people go to prison for selling drugs in every society, selling hard drugs in every society. I think, first of all, South Africans should understand that when you say Nigerians sell drugs to your people, it is kind of unbelievable, because drug dealers will not prevail if not for the fact that there are South Africans who allowed it to prevail. So my point is this: South Africans are saying that they themselves don't commit crime, they themselves don't sell drugs, which is a very big lie. It's a very, very big lie, because I'm very sure that South Africans themselves sell drugs in South Africa. So you guys shouldn't paint yourself to be all righteous while you're painting other African immigrants to be the devil, to be the evil ones. I am very sure that some South African police are taking bribe to let drug dealers sell their drugs because they are benefiting, they are making money from it. So when you guys are saying that Nigerians are selling drugs to you guys, I think you guys need to, first of all, tell yourself the truth. Because if you don't tell yourself the truth, then the reason for your agitation will be defeated. Because even if you drive all the other African immigrants out of South Africa, the South Africans who sell drugs will keep selling drugs. So first of all, you must admit that this is a general problem, not an African immigrant problem. First of all, you have to accept that South Africans are also into these drugs. They sell. They do the drug business. Yes, with other African immigrants, fine. But saying that it's just only these other African immigrants are the ones selling drugs in South Africa, that is a very big lie. That's a lie from the pit of hell. So you guys should understand something. If you want to win this war, you have to be unbiased. You have to start from the scratch and penalize everyone involved in this drug crime. Yes, you don't just start chasing people out of your country. There are so many legal African immigrants living in South Africa legally. They own legal businesses. They don't do drugs. They don't do crime. They live in South Africa and they are doing their businesses. So why do you chase everyone away? I saw a video of South Africans chasing everyone away from their business environment, their business centers. That they don't want any foreigner to have a shop in South Africa. What kind of law is that? What kind of wickedness is that? And this man was telling them that I have over 20 South African workers that are working for me in my business. And I have all my documentation, my complete papers. So why are you guys asking me to leave? Why are you guys asking me to leave? So this is the reason why other African immigrants say South Africans are very envious and very jealous, that when they see other African immigrants doing better than them in their country, it pisses them off. It pains them so much that they believe that you do nothing else but drugs. Because they don't understand how can someone, a foreigner, come into a country and start excelling in something that they've been here all their life, and they could not comprehend to think towards the direction where this person brain went to create something for himself. And now they want you to leave. And after driving you, they can't even do anything. They can't even if they drive you out of South Africa and take over your business, they still won't excel because they don't know how to run the business. Now you see the problem. So I'm appealing to South Africans and South African government. You guys should look into this case. We are not here to castigate anyone. If you have anybody living in your country without any criminal record, has his complete documents and papers, let them live in peace and do their business. If you catch any criminal or anyone selling drugs, anyone into armed robbery, anyone into fraud in your country that is an African immigrant in your country, send them back home or send them to prison. Don't punish the rest of the innocent people because of some few criminals. The president of South Africa, Ramaphosa, kept quiet all this while some people took laws into their hands. You have immigration. You have people in charge. If your immigration, they don't take bribe, they don't collect bribe from all these African immigrants. If your police don't take bribe, most of the crime happening in South Africa won't be happening there, because a lot of people, a lot of your police officers, a lot of your, your security agencies in your country, they collect bribe and they let crime prevail. But now you guys want to kick everyone out. You guys just want to punish immigrants, African immigrants in your country, instead of tackling the case or tackling the problem from the root cause. Yes, there is an adage that says, it is the rat in your house that goes outside to invite the rats outside to come in, that there is fish or there is food in your house. It's always an insider who sells you out. So check within yourself, South Africans. I know that there are so many of your brothers who collect bribe, police officers, immigration officers, and some other people. When they catch any foreign immigrants in your country and the person tip them, they let the person go. And kudos to so many, I saw some very intelligent South Africans who are against this because they know it's not proper. It is not proper. It is not proper at all. If you say you want to chase people who have illegal documents, it is your right. No one has to go into any country without the proper documentation. It is illegal. But those people who have proper documentation, let them live in peace. Let them live in peace. Except there is another agenda you guys are trying to push. And for those South Africans who always mobilize themselves, going from shop to shop to beat up other African immigrants, you guys are doing illegal things. I saw a video of some South Africans going to a South African hospital, asking immigrants to leave the hospital, that this hospital is for South Africans, not for them. What kind of nonsense is that? What kind of inhumanity is that? It doesn't make sense. So if people don't call you to order, I have to call you guys to order. What you guys are doing is disgusting. It is an animalistic behavior, very, very animalistic behavior. We are all Africans, for God's sake. Imagine how others looks at us when they see videos like this. And yet we complain about racism. We complain, we go out here, we complain about racism. Meanwhile, amongst ourselves, we don't want to see ourselves. The people who own legit businesses in South Africa, who have also employed a lot of South Africans, when you send them out of South Africa, what happens to your South African brothers and sisters who loses their jobs? What happens to them? Sometimes you guys need to think. We all need to think. We all need to think. We all need to use our heads. Ramaphosa, South African president, call your people to order. Mobilize the necessary securities to calm down the situation. Some people have already said, if you want us to leave, we want to sell our business, we want to hand over our business, sell it. If you can pay us the money that we use in starting up the business, then we leave. And you guys are asking them to go. Just to go. So I create a business, a legal business, I have all the documentation, and you want me to just to leave and leave my business. How is that possible? How does that sound to you? Imagine if other African countries decide to wake up one day and say all South Africans should leave. Or you guys think South Africans don't own businesses outside South Africa? Or maybe the ones who are not well exposed think South Africans don't travel out? Or South Africans don't live in Europe, America, or Asia? South Africans are all over the world, everywhere. So imagine if they wake up one morning and you have a brother overseas and maybe in Canada, and one day the Canadian government woke up one morning and say your brother should come back. He should forfeit his business and go. We don't want any foreign immigrants in our country. Go. How would you feel about that? Or you have a brother who owns a multi-billion naira company in Nigeria, and one day Nigerians woke up and said all South Africans should leave. I believe you feel bad. I believe that's when you understand what's going on. So we need to understand. I'm actually making this video so people understand what's going on in between South Africa and other African countries. This is what is going on. If you're watching this video, make sure you share this video. I want you to share this video so the world will understand what is actually going on. Share this video so that your friends, everyone will see it. It doesn't make sense. If I'm a peaceful, law-abiding citizen in your country or immigrant in your country, I should be able to live in peace when I have all my documents, my complete papers, when my papers are complete. I don't see Europeans chasing people everywhere or going to people's shop asking them to leave because they are from other countries. I've never seen that before. So why are South Africans doing this? This is not nice. It is not nice. It is not nice. This wasn't what our heroes predicted. Our past heroes, our past African leaders, this isn't what they predicted. But it's happening right now. And it's very crazy. Please guys, share this video. Subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell button, because I'll be bringing more updates on what's going on around the world. My name is Osas, the man with the hardest name and the longest name in Africa. South Africans, rethink. Rethink. Do what's right. Do what's right. History never forgets.